Hi, it's Delicia. Today I'll be showing you our lovely canvas apron. We have these in two colors, tan and charcoal.
First one is in my book, like trust me, my book, you don't see any one TSP. It's one teaspoon.
Right.
Because I don't know I'm not a cook. I've never cooked before.
You're not gonna know what TSP is.
What's TSP?
Right.
And even if you put a chart at the back, what TSP means,
most people not
some
going.
person will never find it.
Mm-hmm.
So there are some rules that you have to follow, and you write the recipe in order. You write the ingredients, list ingredients in order in which it's going to be placed in the method.
Right.
Right?
Definitely.
So if you're doing a fried chicken, you have the chicken, the salt, the pepper, the egg, whatever.
Right.
So when you're writing your direction now, it's easy. Wash and rinse chicken, then marinate with salt, So you understand. So once you start to have your own little rhythm, it just flow, and you have to make sure that you have the time in it, the temperature. Make sure that you also have I can't cook.
Right.
Try until it's golden, till it's crispy, until it crack. And so you have to give sounds.
Right.
Yeah.
That's some good advice for somebody out there who probably definitely want to get into that. And I recommend people, even if you're not trying to write a book, you should still try to create some recipes, because
even start with a blog. I would say don't just rush to do a book, because it's good to have a book. Don't get me wrong, and having a book don't make you a millionaire, don't make you rich, don't make whatever. But it's good to have under your belt. Don't get me wrong. But at the same time, I would say start with a blog. Build your audience. Let them love your recipe and want more, and then you push the book now. Then you get the sales.
Right.
But if you don't have an audience, like most chefs, they just stuck on Instagram. That's it for them. They don't try to build relationship with people.
Right.
Then how you gonna sell your book?
Definitely.
Who's gonna buy your book?
Definitely. And these are stuff that I recognize that a lot of people don't read too. You know what I mean? And these information that you're saying is out there for the public.
Some people tell me, Chef Noel, I never buy a recipe book yet, but because of you, I'm gonna buy your book. Some people say, I'll just buy it and give it as a gift. Some people tell you, I don't cook this recipe. If I follow a recipe, it don't cook properly.
So how long?
A recipe is a guide.
Yes.
So if I have in my book this ginger beef stir fry, you can add something else to it, like change it up.
Right,
So
and make it your own.
Yeah, I have orange juice, use lime juice.
Right.
You understand? Use ginger juice.
Right.
It's just a guide.
Definitely. So how long did it take you from when you started to write? Because you said 2016 is when you initially decided.
Yeah, so what happened in 2016, I went to college, right? My head I just got to college, so I studied hotel and restaurant management.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So I was busy doing that. So I was just jotting down. So I wrote the stories first. And of course, it's my story, so it's easy to just flow from my head.
Right.
Chapter 1, chapter 2, and I start my own layout. And then now, luckily, I had some recipes already. And because I said it's a culinary journey to and stories. So I share some, so that my cornmeal pudding is in it, that I did in high school, right? And I have a recipe from high school that I've been doing. That recipe's in it. My mom pumpkin porridge. So I have some recipes already that I have. It's just to test them again, make sure they're correct, and do the pictures. And I do my own photos. I do my own food photos. So
you serious?
Yeah, man. All the food photos I did them myself.
Wow.
So it's self-published. That's why I basically self-published a book. And then, all right. So here's my little thing now, right? This, and I know you're a British chef. You said, boy, that can decorate good. But hear what me know. What I keep it very simple for the home.
Definitely.
There's no home cook who's going to decorate a cake perfect.
Right.
So what I did, I just did a cream cheese frosting over the cake, some nuts, do some piping. That's it. Boom. Because for me growing up, right, I used to see some book, see some recipe, and I'm like, yo, I can't do that.
Definitely. From you see it, you just don't think that you're not going to be able to do it. I like that concept.
And these are not edited. These are all raw images. There's no we call it Photoshop. These are from camera. This is like a baked mac and cheese in a muffin tin kind of vibe, and And it's all, because I want when you do the dish, it looks just like my own in the book. I don't want my own to be all pretty and fancy. Then when you try it, your self-esteem drop like,
wow.
You understand? And it turns you away from the kitchen. When I look on some food magazine, right? They have a turkey at the front. You know what they do? They take that turkey and they put it in a fryer until the skin get crispy. Then they brush soya sauce and stuff on it and get the color.
Yes.
And then they fix it up nice. When you go now and you roast a turkey, you start to shrivel up and look.
And start to shrink off the bone and stuff.
Yeah.
And you think you did something wrong.
You can't cook.
Yeah. You know what? That's a good thing, man. I never thought about that, you know.
Just keeping it real.
I never thought about that. But that's really remarkable that you did all of that yourself.
Yeah, man. I write the recipes myself.
Take your pictures yourself.
Take the pictures myself, and basically, you know, I didn't design the cover, but I know exactly what I want.
You pretty much directed the person on what you wanted to do.
Yeah, I did. And everything, and yeah, and it took me like, I would say less than a year. It took me less than a year. Because you have to set timeline. You have to set timeline for yourself. And once you have the visual in your head, because mine is 7 chapters, so I work on each chapter. So I have the story already, proofread, then I start to work on the dishes. And I know it's 100 recipes in the book. And I know that, you know, I divide the chapters already, like how much dishes. And then now I know that, okay, I'm going to have 15 breakfast items. And I just started, you know, doing those. I do the next section. And then, for example, I have a breakfast of the pumpkin porridge, right?
Right.
So in the juice chapter now, I do a pumpkin juice.
Yeah, I saw that. You have a pumpkin and pineapple juice.
Pineapple juice, yeah, man. So also you can also use the same ingredients to create different dishes as well.
Right. So that could be like a pumpkin and pineapple soup, like a cold soup you could make with that too.
Yeah.
Or you can use the same recipe and probably do a dessert with it, like a pumpkin and pineapple pie.
Because I'm a home cook, right? And I see your recipe and you tell me soya sauce. I buy a bottle of soya sauce. I will never use a soya sauce again. But if you have more recipe in the book that calls a soya sauce,
you're definitely going to use it again.
Use it again instead of saying use browning or use something else.
Right. So
it was a right to have to think about who's your audience as well, you know. So
that's really nice.
That's it for my book masterclass.
I know, right? You gave a lot of information on books right there. That's really, I know. That's good, man, because a lot of people would keep a lot of these information to themselves, you know. You know what I mean?
I don't hold knowledge. People said to me, even some old, you know, people like, yo, Chef Noel, I like the fact that you don't hold knowledge, you don't hide the rest. I said, look, you know, God forbid tomorrow Chef Noel gone or whatever should happen. What? I gone with all this knowledge, I could inspire somebody else. That's what I'm about, inspiring somebody else. I don't compete with nobody. You see, I'm my own lane. None of the time I bad mind nobody, and I believe that we all can become successful.
Definitely. There's more than enough space for that for everybody.
Yeah, if you have a book, it doesn't hurt me. It doesn't hurt my book sale.
No.
But it doesn't help me as a Jamaican chef. When I can shine, you can shine. It helps our country and it helps us as Black people. That's how I see it. Definitely.
Yeah. I second that too. You know what I mean? Because like I said, when I came to America, I realized that there's more than enough space for everybody to live. You know what I mean? You don't have to sit and think that, okay, I'm going to have to stop this guy for me to get to where I need to get.
No.
Like if you think about it now, like with Instagram and Facebook, it gives you an opportunity to showcase yourself. So if you don't want to take this opportunity and make the best of what you have, then it's, you know, it's your luck. You know what I mean?
But some people have too much negative energy. They try to focus it on other steps. People are fight them. People are this. People are bad mind them. And
it is what it is, man. You just got to keep moving. You got to keep moving and stay focused on what you want for yourself. So I got to ask you this question now, right? Being that you're a chef, because I realize there's a lot of people that cook on a daily basis. Yeah. But when they go home, they don't cook at all.
Yeah.
Are you one of them chefs that only cook in the restaurants? Are you also cooking at home? And if you do cook at home, what are like your 3 favorite dishes that you would cook? That's like your go-to dish when you're home.
Yeah. It depends where I'm working, because sometimes, you know, if I'm managing a restaurant or something, then I have a longer work day, right?
Right.
So I eat breakfast at work, lunch at work, supper at work, of course. Then when you go with some fruits, something light. But for me, I'm a simple guy at home. I love porridge. So I will boil a pot of American porridge. I love a pot of American porridge in the morning, and that can last me maybe for breakfast, a little lunch.
Right.
Maybe sometimes supper. Look, it's my day off. I just want something light and some smoothie in between. But then now I love a good I love turkey neck.
Mm-hmm.
We love those comfort food because at work you eat the steak, you eat the chicken breast and whatever. When you do catering event, I like the home food.
Right.
Once in a while, I'll have like stew peas. One Sunday, I'll have like oxtail. I try to stay off meat that much, but most steam fish, most of seafood.
Right. Okay. So steam fish or seafood.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes you do some soul food, but on porridge. Yeah. Porridge seems to be a very
porridge.
popular.
No, porridge, man. Call me a porridge. You name it. Give me it.
So another question I want to ask you. What's one of the most memorable moments you've had in your career?
Ooh, memorable moments.
Yeah, something that's going to stand out to you that you're going to remember for the rest of your life. Something that whenever you feel down or sad, you can remember that and it's going to uplift you right away.
I would say I have a few of those. I have a few.
Okay, you can tell us them.
Yeah, it's hard to pick one. One of them.
No, you can give us two. If it's too much, you could give us two of them.
It's okay. So one of them is I would say the main one is really my book. I would say my book, completing my book. That's a memorable moment. Yes. Because when you dream of something and you finally achieve it, it's a big deal, right? So each time sometimes I look and I glimpse my book or someone send me a copy. Hey, Chef, now I got your book. Like this morning, someone sent me a picture, right, where Amazon recommending a book, and I'm like, I feel good all over again. Right. The fact that I dreamed this and I'm now living it. I would say the next one is when in February of this year, I was awarded Toronto's best chef, voted Toronto's best chef, and I think that award was a good moment because I came back from Jamaica when I was nominated and shortlisted for the Prime Minister Youth Award. I didn't get that award. But by the time I come to Canada, I got the Toronto Award. That's how much we don't celebrate chefs in Jamaica.
Congratulations on that one. Congratulations. So you didn't win the one. You said you didn't get the one in Jamaica, but you got it in Canada.
Yeah. But in Canada, they do celebrate chefs.
Shots fired. That's a good one.
I know people gonna hate me, but
no, but you see, listen, you have to speak your truth, because at the end of the day, you've worked hard to get yourself to where you're at, and you got to demand the respect that you want. You know what I mean? Oh yeah. And if somebody's not giving you here, you're gonna get it somewhere else. It is what it is.
I'm gonna get it somewhere else, yeah. And then in Winnipeg, I was nominated top 5 best chefs in Winnipeg, and I was living there in Manitoba. Right. So a few moments that I can always look back on and say, Chef Noel, you've come a long way, you've come a far way, and you've been doing it. Right.
So what's the plans for the future? Are you planning on writing another book, or are you going to try to open a restaurant?
When it comes to book, it's like something I wonder, like Coffee right now should do the song Lockdown and should do a next song, and I say, yo, Coffee, you never put out too much song, so you kill the song there, even though Lockdown are the well. Right. The book, when you do one book, before you finish a book, ideas flowing in your head for a next book. A next book is like artists doing music. That's how it is. So right now I'm actually working on a second book already, but this book was supposed to release last year, August, but it was delayed until December because I moved and stuff like that from Winnipeg to Toronto. And so it came out December, so I have to let this book run for at least a year before I do a next one. But I'm working on the next one. That one is, I can't tell you, it's almost finished. So this month I'm actually turning 30. On the 30th of this month, which is my champagne birthday.
Hold up. You said what?
30. I'm turning 30 on the 30th.
The 30th of this month. That's my birthday too,
Really?
Yeah. August 30th. And my son's birthday is the 29th.
Yeah. And my grandma is 29.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Well, happy birthday when it comes, man.
You're twins.
I know, right?
Yeah. I was talking to a friend the other day, and they were talking about birthday, and I said, my birthday is August 30th. And he said, my birthday is August 30th too. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's remarkable. That's really, wow. I didn't even know that.
Virgo rules.
Definitely. Yes, so you said the following, but you really want to talk about it, or you want to hold it off?
Well, I'm going to hold off a little. I can hold it off a little, but it has to do something with 30.
Right.
Whatever.
Okay.
So we'll hold it off, and I'll come back on the podcast. So
Definitely. definitely. Maybe by then, maybe the next time I fly over there to Canada and we get, be a part. Because I like to support people, I'm actually going to purchase your book. Do you have your book on your website? Or do you have to buy it on Amazon?
Website, CuisineBinOil.com, and it's also on Amazon.com, Amazon.
I'm going to buy it from your website.
Yeah, man. And then also, it's been like February gone, it was like bestseller, and recently again, it was on the bestseller list. So,
Yeah, we got to support each other, man. You know what I mean? So, like I said, by this weekend, I'm definitely going to get the book. So you said for the future, you have a plan for another book. Do you have any plans of opening a restaurant on your own? Or I know you have a catering company right now. So I want you to tell us a little bit about that after you tell us, like what else you have planned.
All right. So a restaurant, honestly, restaurant is like a child restaurant, a baby restaurant. Is something that, we work it, right? We know it, how much pressure it takes. And I would do a restaurant, but knowing my 30s, I don't want to hold on myself when I can be doing a lot of things.
Right, moving around.
Yeah. And at the same time, a restaurant, you've got to be there. Right. And especially when you're a chef that's, out there or on the scene. I don't consider myself to be a celebrity chef. I don't use that title.
Right.
But as someone who's out there, people coming to your restaurant, they want to see you. They want to interact with you. And I don't have time to be locked down in a restaurant.
Right.
I want to travel the world. I want to go Italy, France, Germany. I want to travel. I want to do things. I want to feed people around the world.
Right,
but I would do a restaurant later down and then slowly, do stuff. But my catering now is doing pretty good, doing online classes. So pretty much that's what I'm focusing on. But I would definitely do a restaurant though. I want to have a spot where I want to celebrate. I have an idea already. As a Virgo, you're a Virgo too.
Definitely.
We're thinkers. We think a lot.
Oh, there. Tell me about it. I think too much.
And we overthink 1 + 1, man.
Yep.
So, yeah. And we're not, say, perfectionists to that, but we like things in order.
Definitely.
And it must be done properly.
Definitely. Exactly.
So, for me, so the restaurant, I already have my concept in my head that I'm going to do. And I want my restaurant to be like a chill spot where you just want to come and hang out and be at, and it's going to celebrate the culture, celebrating some of my favorite people. It's going to have inspirations on the wall. It's going to be like a crazy place.
I definitely understand where you're going with the mindset and the thinking process because, like I'm saying, I'm a visual person. You know what I mean? So everything that I do, I like to visualize it in my mind, and when I'm describing it, I do the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? But that sounds interesting. So now we're going to talk about your catering company.
Yeah, Cuisine Bin Oil.
Cuisine Bin Oil, right? Yeah. So, what are some of the services that you offer?
All right. So first up, Cuisine Bin Oil started way back in 2013, and it's just Cuisine Bin Oil is just my style, my interpretation, my way of doing things,
right?
And the services that I offer now, I do culinary consultancy for restaurants or a person starting a business, whatever, and it's related to culinary. I come on board, I can help you with your staffing, costing, retrain staff, whatever it is that you want to do, maybe menu development, stuff like that. I also do product endorsements. So if you have a product you want to represent on TV, somebody to whatever, stuff like that. Then I also the regular, special catering, the weddings, if you need food from one to those people, then of course, I do it. Now I'm doing classes. I do some classes. So I have people on the weekend that, come to my place, I go to their place or at the kitchen and I teach them. So now I'm actually doing a Jamaican cooking course for like 6 weeks where they learn to make their own jerk marinade, do their jerk chicken, the rice and peas, doing curry, the oxtail. And there's so many people who want to learn the Jamaican food.
Definitely.
So the class is something that I'm focusing on now, and just doing my events. Right,
and I see that you
I do stuff in Jamaica too. Like I was in Jamaica, I do weddings. Christmas I was there. I did a big wedding in Jamaica, and I do like jerk fest and all those events as well. So yeah.
So it's very important that you the Cuisine Bin Oil. It's somewhat of the growing. It's growing, or how long you been doing it? You said
since 2013, but 2013 I came here and I was working. It was on the back burner. Then in 2015 I did like my website and started doing stuff. I didn't start to do much until like 2016. 2016 when I started doing my jerk marinade. I have a jerk marinade.
Yeah, I saw that.
I launched, and then I started doing more television now in Winnipeg and started doing more catering. back in 2016, and then now it's just like going really good. Now, I moved to Toronto now. It's like once you move, it's like starting all over again, right?
Definitely, yes, yes.
It's a journey. So I consider myself starting it from 2013, which is like 7 years now.
Right.
Yeah, man. And I created the brand Cuisine Bin Oil from like 2012, and I knew what I wanted, right? So even though I didn't have the company itself, I created the brand from early. I went through maybe 3 or 4 logos before I settled on a logo that, like, yeah.
Yeah, and I like the logo too. You know,
yeah, man, I appreciate it. I didn't even have a brand color.
Your website is beautiful, man. Like,
yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Your website, because sometimes you go on, you know, and I don't want to, I'm going to say it. You know, you go like, what you call that? Bobby Flay. If you go on his website, the front page is just so much information.
Yeah, it's ugly. It's ugly.
It just makes you like,
too much information on the place and blah, blah, blah.
Right. It's like, click this button, recipe. You know what I mean? I like the way you structure it, and it's like, it's like easy to maneuver. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Virgo in us will get crazy when we see all them stuff. We like things organized. we like things organized and clean, and we're simple. We don't fussy.
Definitely.
We're simple, but it must, you know.
You got to be organized. You got to be on point.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And then so I had a website back in 2015, and I changed it, and I took it down 2016, 17-ish, because I just never like it anymore. And I did have a website 2018, 2019, and I'm like, I need to get back my website. But I had a vision in my head, and nobody could get the vision that I wanted until I found a guy who could. And I'm actually working on it still now. I'm fixing the shop on it.
Right.
And I'm fixing more stuff to blog more. And I want it to be a website where you just want to go and live on it.
Right. You can go on there and it feels like, you know, it don't feel like it's just like somebody forcing you to buy something, or, you know what I mean?
No.
It's like a balance of everything. It's like an expression of who you are, pretty much.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's what I want. Clean, and you can go and order your catering, you can go and book Chef Noel or anything like that. And
yeah. So for the listeners, what's the website?
So it's cuisinebinoil.com. Yeah, cuisinebinoil.com.
Okay. So check it out, guys. cuisinebinoil.com.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So you know what? There was a conversation the other day that I was having with the Culinary Federation of Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
So they posted a picture of a chef and the way a chef's supposed to attire themselves. Yeah. You know, the white jacket, the long hat, the black pants or the checkered pants. You know what I mean? And you know, back in the days, the pleats on the hat would signify the amount of years you've been in the kitchen or whatnot, and the black buttons. You know the routine of that.
Yeah.
I realize now there's a different trend going on. Yeah. And people are not, you know,
adhering.
People are going away from the traditional stuff. Like now you see the jacket's colors are you know, out of this world. What are your thoughts on the direction of the attire or the chef apparels?
I love it. I love the new trend. Like, I'm all for the new trend. I'm not going to say it's the old trend, but understand that we are young, but it's development.
Right.
Development, right? There are some things that they don't move away from in terms of tradition, because the white jacket will always represent a chef or, you know, white jacket. It's like the symbol of the chef. So you never move away from that. But you find that with trends and everybody having their own brand and their own brand color. For me, my brand color is orange, right?
Right.
So I never have a brand color really. I had an orange chef jacket and I was doing my cooking series, What's Cooking with Chef Noel. And everyone just said, yo, we love that color on you. I love that color on you. I love that color on you. And I said, well, maybe this is my color. My favorite color is blue. Right. So I would often wear an orange jacket, certain spots, certain things that I know is going to be memorable or some stuff like that. Then now my uniform from my company really now is mostly denim. Denim, and I mix the denim now with the orange. So orange logo, denim jacket and stuff like that. My staff will have their denim apron, their denim stuff, whatever, kind of vibe.
Right.
So it's not like you move away from that, because at the end of the day, it's your protective gear.
Right.
So the jacket, as long as the jacket is protecting you and stuff like that, then you're good.
Right.
I don't see Chef wearing scarf anymore.
No.
I used to love my scarf.
Tell me about it.
But now I wear my scarf, I look stupid.
Yeah, people gonna look at what's that around his neck.
I love my scarf.
There's actually no chef that I see right now that's wearing a scarf. International or national, anywhere you go in the world. It's only in Jamaica you see chefs still wear scarves.
Yeah, I used to love my scarf. Red, blue. My favorite one was a bandana scarf.
Right. And then you have that scarf ring around it.
paraphrasing around it. And, you don't see that no more.
Oh,
but
no.
I don't see nothing wrong with chefs doing what they're doing. When you see Bobby Flay on their show, Rachel Ray Paladin, they don't have on their jacket.
No, they got
on television doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Friday I was on television doing a cooking demo. I'm like, I'm not wearing no jacket. It's summer, a backyard.
Right. It's more laid back.
Yeah, I run a shirt, I'm on an apron.
Right.
Because I wasn't in a kitchen where flames and all these stuff. I'm doing a presentation.
Right.
And people already know I'm a chef.
Exactly.
So I don't need to be in a jacket and it's hot.
It's hot, man. Hot. And that's what I'm saying. I also do. I feel like evolution has to be in everything. Yes, we have to hold on to the standard, but if you think about it,
plugs that protect you from sliding and whatever. And
but then, you gotta understand that even nowadays they have sneakers that are slip resistance that are not clogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But sometimes we're just so used to one thing. It's difficult for us to even try something else because there's a lot of brands out there. New Balance or all these brands have slip resistance sneakers. That you can wear in the kitchen. But if you go to like a traditional Jamaican or Caribbean person, they want this specific thing because this is what they're used to. But I love I love the direction the whole apparel is going. It's like it's just
I love it.
It's beautiful, man. Like I see the leather aprons and the denim. I love the denim jackets too.
Mesh stuff on
it makes it much more appealing. It makes you look more nicer when you're in the kitchen. You know what I mean?
Come on. Even the material, and you have to understand that you're younger now. It's not like the Escoffier and all these guys.
Right.
You want to feel good. You want to look good. Like
gotta look good. Definitely gotta look good when you're doing anything.
People already, like people who work in a bank, right? They can change your clothes. Wear this uniform tomorrow, that one today. Like Scotiabank, they have red and they have blue. Right. They can switch it. People going to work. As a chef, I want to wear my red today. I want to wear my blue tomorrow. I want to wear whatever. My full black, like Chef Oji is always in his black. He likes his black. That's his thing. Some chef like I live in Canada and I can't maintain the white. It's honest food. First of all, I don't have like lots of these white.
Right.
Washing. And by the time you sweat in the heat or things catch it, you start to get bad color.
Right.
And maintaining is a problem. It's honest truth.
Yeah, I like that, man. You gotta be honest.
If I'm in Jamaica, I have my bleach and I have my stuff.
And your blue bomber, your blue soap.
And blue soap, you get it out nice. Just anyway, that.
Oh my!
I'm not a wash pan, so people soak
it overnight, right? You can't soak it in the washing machine.
Not at tub and so it's change, and I love the change.
Yeah, we gotta embrace the change, and I hope that they can understand. But I think, like I said, I think it's just sometimes people hold on to what they know, and they just don't want to let it go.
I'm not holding on. Honestly, I'm not holding on. I love change, and you gotta move with the time, and you gotta grow. As long as the jacket is serving its purpose, where it's protecting you. The apron is there, where the apron is, because the apron is your protective gear. Right. Something spilling out, some of whatever. It's not just fashion.
Exactly.
But as long as everything is being useful the same way for its purpose, then I don't see no problem. Have your headgear same way.
Definitely. Well, on that note, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to sit down with you and have this conversation. You know what I mean? And like I said, one of the things that I really wanted to do, why I started to do this podcast, is because I realized, like you said, nobody's, acknowledging the chefs. You know what I mean? And not even the chefs that are so-called big are not acknowledging other chefs. You know what I mean? So I wanted to. That's
always been a problem in our industry. It's ego. It's all about egos.
Exactly. And I personally see the direction where the culinary of the Caribbean can go, not just Jamaica, but the entire Caribbean.
And we all have a voice, and we all have our part to play. So even with your podcast, you're putting out information out there. You're reaching chefs with different knowledge background,
and just let them tell their story, because it's important. When you go on Netflix or on all these platforms, what is selling is story. It's important for people to understand it.
Even if you look at it, there are so many culinary shows now on Netflix. Like how much Jamaican culinary show you see on Netflix, and we have to think now as chefs, how can we promote our brand and promote our food to reach on this level where Netflix
can pick it up?
Us as Jamaican chefs,
exactly.
Have a Netflix show or coming to Jamaica to film and show our cuisine, and but we got to step up and we need companies behind us.
Exactly.
So they might say, oh boy, Chef Noel chat too much, Chef Noel beat them, Chef Noel this, but Chef Noel is just speaking. Chef Noel want growth, and Chef Noel doesn't need the growth for him.
Right.
Don't give me the contract. Give it to somebody else.
Right. Because there's a lot of chefs. Right. And I second that.
It's not about me, but I want to see my other chefs doing stuff. You know, I'm not just the same set of people over and over again.
Right. And the gatekeeper thing, you know what I mean? Because they like to do that sometimes. The gatekeepers. You got some guys who are they at the top of the chain, and you know they decide who they want to let in. You know what I mean?
Because some people is just lazy. That's one. It's laziness, right? One where people don't want to research and find other people.
Definitely.
So they would never know about a chef like you who are talented. And you find that easy. Is not about the talent anymore. It's about the hype.
No, exactly.
And who's on top. So once you're on top, that's the person the way I work with, the person the way I work with. And then after a while, that person they get burned out. And then them find the next person to work with now, we swim up.
Right.
And then they burn another person there. And then now, what happened to you now? And then you as a person who was on top while they were using you, you get so caught up with the hype and distracted.
Right.
And then
you accomplish nothing.
Out, you accomplish nothing.
Yes.
But for me, I always try to keep my head down on my work, on my substance. Because at the end of the day, people will come in and they see your talent and they will gas you up.
Definitely.
And then gas you up, you burn like bamboo fire and you're just out. For me, I want to last. I want to be around for a good time as
Definitely.
chef now.
Definitely. And like I said, man, I think it's going to be, I definitely think you're going to be around for a long time because the way you talk, because I listen to a lot of interviews that you have been on and, you know, the confidence in yourself, you know what I mean? Being that you're a Virgo too, is another great thing, you know what I mean? And I understand.
Believing in yourself, like what Jamaicans believe in a tea, brother.
Right.
I believe in yourself.
As Jamaicans believe in tea, you know, you definitely, everything that tea can fix.
Drink that tea. Get some garlic tea. Yeah, man. Toothache, headache, whatever. Get some tea.
Oh,
so believe in yourself. That's what Jamaicans believe in a tea. Yeah. And honestly, I must really big you because I wanted to do a podcast from a long time ago because I started my What's Cooking with Chef Noel.
Right.
So I'm planning to spin that into. So when I saw you started it, I'm like, yo. Honestly, I'm like, I saw you with what's his name? My boy.
Matthew.
And the others them. Matthew and the others.
And Volley and all of them.
Yeah. The Volley. And I'm like, yo, that's good. I love the energy. I love the brotherhood where you all find a lot of chefs that have their little clique.
Right.
Some have clique, but it's a wrong clique.
Definitely.
Then clique to make trouble with other chefs.
Right.
But you guys are just young. And I know Wale from a long time when I was
that's my friend right there, man.
At Runaway Heart, and he was a guy who for us at the time.
Right.
When I went and I saw him, I said, "But a long time, my boy, man." And you know, Wale always going very humble and
definitely good dude, man. Yeah. Good dude.
And so I started. I'm like, yo, I love that. I love the brotherhood, and I love that you guys have that bond. Yeah. And you guys doing the information, you know.
Yeah, man. And we passing on this. But like I said, man, I personally want to see the culture and the food culture of Jamaica to get to a level where nobody can compare that. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I see Americans or, you know, making rice and peas on TV. And I'm like, that's not how you make rice and peas. You know what I mean? You got restaurants over here. You have this, man, I forgot the name of the company, but they have like a jerk style sandwich. Big company, you know.
Yeah.
And then you realize
the rice and peas and the jerk chicken, and I got in that controversy. I was in that controversy because I support IKEA at the time, and people wonder why would you do that as a Jamaican chef? But it's two things. Are you familiar with the story with IKEA? The store, the one in England. So they did this jerk chicken. Looks very good, but they did rice with green peas. So they said Jamaican jerk chicken and rice and peas.
Right.
So I said they did nothing wrong because they had to apologize, right? Because cultural appropriation. I said they did nothing wrong.
Really?
They said Jamaican jerk chicken and rice and peas.
But it is rice and peas.
It's rice and peas.
Oh my God. You know, it's crazy sometimes.
What we have is rice and bean. But over the years, we just say rice and peas and rice and peas. They never said Jamaica. And the thing is, Jamaica don't own rice and peas.
No.
Brazilian have their rice and peas.
The Spanish, everybody got a version of it. The rice is one of the main staple of every culture.
Like and they have their rice and peas.
Right.
Understand? And at the same time, what we need to do is, there's a difference between cultural appropriation and cultural appreciation. So a person is trying, it's up to us to school them.
Right. Exactly. But as I'm saying to you earlier, like, if there's no structure, what people can come in and do what they want. You have to have a structure, and you doing your book.
Respect our own food. We need to respect our own food.
Exactly.
Because some of the worst tasting Jamaican food are cooked by Jamaicans in in wherever. As I go to some Jamaican restaurant nearby, and it's so sloppy.
Yeah, it's like they boil everything.
They don't braise their oxtail. They boil it.
Yeah, they boil the chicken. They boil the brown stew chicken. They boil it.
Yeah. So if we don't take the right time to do stuff the right way, other people just learn from you and they just do their own thing.
Definitely.
So you and I as a professional chef now gotta work hard now to change the game.
Definitely. Definitely. That's the objective. You know what I mean? And this is one of the ways that I said I want to do it, because I realize I take notes. I observe a lot. You know what I mean? I see how these other professionals are making waves, you know? And the structure has to be set. First, you have to find somebody that people can trust that's going to educate them right. You have to write these recipes or instructions down, and everything got to be formulated in a way where, you know, there's no way you can deny it. You know what I mean?
It's
standardize everything where nobody can come and say, oh, I did this or this is the way. Because if you realize there's 5 mother sauces, right, that the French have.
Yeah.
And it's structured. It's structured so much where every other country or cuisine is using that same formula. You know what I mean? What other country that have 5 mother sauces?
And then when you think about it now, in terms of how we talk on and on with culinary, you know, it never end, right? But I heard with Colin, I heard Chef Colin was talking about, you know, Jamaica can have at least 5 national dishes.
Right.
I love that interview, and it's true. When I talk about jerk chicken, I always say jerk chicken should have been our national dish.
Definitely.
Really and truly, Aki, you know, was brought to us. Saltfish from Canada. They were straight barrel fish, saltfish and whatever back in the days, and Aki and saltfish become our national dish.
Right.
Aki is our national fruit, of course. So this is why it became our national dish. But when we think about from a culture point of view, jerk chicken is on every corner.
Every corner.
Jerk chicken is so celebrated globally. Like, I can't even explain what's Aki to somebody.
No, because they're not going to know what it is. But they definitely know jerk chicken, though.
At the same time, we need to push jerk chicken so we now can have more than one national dish.
Exactly.
So jerk chicken and Aki and, you know, whatever. So how can we build on that?
Right.
Can we build on what we have? And I think we need a culinary person inside of the Jamaica Tourist Board thing and inside of the Ministry of
to help them to develop this thing, because a lot of these people, it's like sometimes you go somewhere and you see a person.
They need a good chef who is going to be a director of Jamaica Culinary.
Right.
That, you know, like, we don't have a good jerk festival in Jamaica.
No. There used to be one, you know. Because I'm from Portland, and there used to be.
And that's no more.
Yeah, because they cut it out, because what happened was the people, the tourist board, the people who used to put it on, they start turning into this big corporate event, and it's taken away from the people of Portland, and the people was complaining about it.
That's always a problem.
You know, it started out authentic because the people of Portland, of Boston in Portland, they started this event. And then after a while, you find that, you know, they start to go in a different direction.
Poor man, always to find out.
Yeah, like somebody from Kingston came or wherever came in, and they took it over, and they start, you know, cutting out the people from Portland. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But Jamaica have a big jerk festival where it's an event where people from all around the world want to go to, because Jamaica is the home of jerk.
Right.
You have jerk steak, jerk lamb, jerk this, jerk that, like everything is just jerk. But what they do these days, they promote Jerk Fest, and it's all about the artists. We're going to have Ding Dong Ravers, Lollipop and Amari and Spice, and like, what about the food? What about the chefs?
They're not highlighting the main thing that they putting this event on for. It's about jerk, but you're not highlighting the jerk.
It's about Lollipop and Amari.
Oh my God, man, we could talk for hours, but I want to say again, man, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to sit down with you, and I wish you all the best. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna get your book before the end of the month. What's your where they could follow you on Instagram?
On Instagram, it's at I am Chef Noel. That's my name. I am Chef Noel. Yeah, IAMCHEFNOELR. Cuisine by Noel is my company page as well. You know. My website again is cuisinebinoil.com. You'll find me there.
Okay, so guys, please support. And I want to thank you again. I'm Winston Murdoch, and this is the PASTRYBEAR Podcast.